Tool number 5, don't be fooled by reciprocity. Something that might surprise you is that reciprocity is not a good predictor of trustworthiness. You might think that someone who scratches your back after you've scratched theirs would be fairly trustworthy, but that's not necessarily the case. After all, reciprocity can be entirely driven by self-interest when someone's reputation is at stake. For example, if you and I are acquaintances and I'm starving to death and you give me some food today, and next week I follow through with my promise to pay you back with interest, you would rightfully see me as more trustworthy than if I had defected on my promise. However, in this kind of interaction, it's clear that part of the reason I paid you back is that I'm concerned with my personal reputation. And that's the crux of the issue. If I'm only reciprocating because I'm worried that if I don't, I'll be seen by people in our mutual social networks as greedy and untrustworthy, then can you really trust me? That is, if we did not know each other and we were unlikely to ever interact again outside of this single isolated transaction, then you would not be able to predict if I would end up reciprocating. In other words, while it should give you some confidence in another person's trustworthiness, the simple act of reciprocation is not very predictive of their future trustworthiness, and this is suggested by some studies showing a weak correlation between reciprocity and trustworthiness. Another way of thinking about this is that while personality traits that do predict trustworthiness, such as unconditional kindness and guilt proneness, are focused on the person to be trusted, someone's reciprocity is highly context dependent and less directly tied to their personality. So founding your trust on the basis of a single reciprocal interaction with someone is definitely not something you want to do.